Good morning, everyone. We are just leaving Albergue Cantabrico, where I stayed last night. Really nice albergue, lots of facilities and comfortable bed and sheets and a towel. Bed linen and a towel. Can't get better than that. Feels like a real luxury. I like the fact that the simple things in life, a small, fairly worn out towel and just some basic bed sheets, feels luxurious. That's just really nice in terms of just keeping life simple. So that's great. And we have got about 25 kilometers to do today. I think there's about 1,000 meters of climbing in total over all the little climbs, and about the same in descending. So fairly full day, and we're ready to go. It's cloudy and a bit dank, so fleece on, as it's only 7:45. Time to get going. So just had a nice stop, 12k into the 24k day, so we're halfway, and more cafe con leche and tortilla. It's my bit of my routine, really. Gives me a little pep up, and we got chatting to a couple of nice Brazilian girls who been friends since childhood, but one of them Priscilla moved to the Netherlands quite a number of years ago. They haven't seen each other for 8 years. First time they saw each other in those 8 years was when they met in Madrid, got off their planes together to come and walk the Camino Primitivo, and it was a childhood sort of dream that they'd do it. They both read a book back in Brazil when they were in their teens, talking about the Camino, and they wanted to do it, and they're finally fulfilling this longing, this ambition. It's just amazing how different people have different stories, and how when you share the reason for wanting to walk the Camino, they're wildly different, but all really pretty meaningful. So everyone's got a story, and everyone's really like open. It's just beautiful how, you know, you sit down, you've never met somebody before, you're sitting at one of the tables, and somebody asks you, why are you walking the Camino Primitivo? And it's a good question. So why am I walking the Camino Primitivo? Because it does me the world of good. I think is probably the best reason. But when people ask me that, well, I explain that I'm a pastor in the UK, and it's some time out to work on me, and some proper time away from church family that I love, but need to sometimes just have a bit of time to really work on my inner life, my spiritual life, my walk with God, what God's saying to me, and a bit of what God is saying to the church, but particularly just doing a little bit of work on me, and it does me a lot of good. I find the combination of walking and thinking and praying, it just works. The combination together. I think if I was just sitting somewhere contemplating for a week or something, even if it was in a beautiful place, it wouldn't quite work the same. It just really helps me connect. The whole process of walking, some hills, some challenges, some downhills, some moments of absolute elation on mountain tops, some slightly lonely moments. It's just representative of the whole of life, walking through life. it's a microcosm of that, and it just helps you think about all of the deep stuff, the great things in your life and the tougher things, by just walking and being in that kind of environment. When you see another big climb coming up, right, how are we going to get this one done? That's so representative of life. So many reasons, but the biggest one is it does me a world of good because it helps me connect with God, and I don't think there could be a better reason. So I'm really grateful that I have the opportunity to do this. Grateful to the church for releasing me. I know others will be covering me while I'm away, Vicky and Matt and Tim and the team, many people, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to get away. It's been a retreat time and annual leave, but I'm still grateful, and I'm really expressing that gratitude today. Okay, here starts another climb, about 300 meters, about 1,000 feet. Get this one cracked, and then we really are coming towards the end of the mountain range here. I'd like to introduce you to another friend who's been really close travelling companion over the last few days, never more than a few metres away from me, most of the time closer than that, and that is Boris the Bull. Boris the Bull was given to me by Miriam a couple of years ago before I went on the Camino Frances, and travelled right across Spain with me on that trip. And has been along with me again, sitting on my pack just over here, just attached to the side, and bouncing his way along. A couple of awkward moments, I'm afraid to say, about Boris when we've seen some cows. The cows and Boris, you can imagine. Apart from that, he's been a good friend and loyal, sticking with me. And feels very much at home here in Spain, and he's quite interested in San Fermin, the bull run in Pamplona. I've told him it's probably not a good idea because we're not that far away, but not a good idea, Boris. I think that's this weekend, but we're not going there. We're going to go to Santiago. So I thought I'd just introduce you, and if you haven't seen him before, this is Boris, and if you have seen him before, which you may well have done on my travels, just to remind you that he is along with me. I want to talk a little bit about mountaintop moments. I'm currently just coming off the top of another mountain. Got a stunning view. It's just gorgeous being up here. The sun's out, the view is incredible. The nature around me, the forests. I'm walking right next to a road as well, but ignore that for a minute. Mountaintop moments. I love being on top of a mountain. Views, Ruth will tell you that I could sit with a view for hours and hours, just looking at it, appreciating it. But the reality is you can't really stay there for very long. You can enjoy it for a bit, but the real life is down the hill. in community. You can't stay on top of a mountain forever. Often the conditions are too harsh anyway, and there's not a lot there. Which is partly the reason I like it, I think. You sort of withdraw to go up a mountain. Jesus used to do that. It's good enough for him. So being on top of a mountain is wonderful, but they're brief moments in life. The real life is in the daily walk, the plodding on. We work hard, we climb away up a mountain and have a wonderful experience at the top, and then we journey back down again. But that's what life is like, the wonderful moments interspersed between everyday life, normal just terrain, and also the challenging uphill moments. And it's just such a parallel, it's such an obvious like microcosm of everyday life, which is why I love walking. We mustn't try to live in mountaintop moments and just seek the rush of the mountaintop moment all the time. It doesn't lead to satisfaction. What really leads to satisfaction is being able to understand how to get joy out of the everyday. Or as Paul in the Bible put it, to be content in all things, the struggles, the everyday, and the mountaintop moments. And that's when life really becomes joyous, I think, when we can establish that. It's not trying to establish the mountaintop all the time, it's finding joy in the everyday. And that's what I'm trying to do. And a lot of the walking is fairly everyday. I mean, we're walking through beautiful scenes quite a bit of the time. But some of it is just everyday stuff. I'm in a pretty little village at the moment, but it's kind of everyday. And when we can really find joy in that, when we can look around us and find gratitude for the simple things, when we can not have to live in the incredible moments all the time, but go, thank you, God, for my simple everyday. That's where the joy is. So I love my mountain, but I'm going to go and enjoy the valley and everything in between. What's the mountain tops for you? What do you love most, and what do you get most out of, and what really brings you joy? They're important to seek and to find. What are the everyday that you could derive a little bit more joy from? Become a little bit more content in all things, even in the challenges, to allow life to become a whole expression of worship rather than just the individual moments. What is it for you? Have a think about that today. Write any of your comments in the comments box below. I always love reading the comments. Thanks to a number of you who have been sending those to Tim and to Meryl and to Katrina and to Ruth and to Rosemary. I'm sure there are plenty others escape me right now. To Cody, thanks for your comments. It's great to read. Keep them coming. It spurs me on. And I will get back to you at some point when you've commented in there, when I get a moment. But yeah, what are the mountaintops, and what can you get more joy from in the everyday? One for you today. Just glorious. We haven't had too many of these sorts of paths, which is what I remember as being like a lot of the Camino Francés, long paths undulating that you can see for quite a way ahead, pretty straight. This really does remind me of the Camino Francés in a way that the rest of the Primitivo hasn't really. It's been different. You can feel the relief of the landscape changing and becoming more familiar, really. It's all been lovely, but this is nice to see. It's been a wonderful day. I'm almost there. The The little town, little village that I'm staying in tonight is just less than a kilometre away down in the bottom of this valley. And I've just stopped here, spend a bit of time with God, have a quiet time, bit of a devotional time. Really meaningful, beautiful connection with God today. Just in the stillness and in the beauty, and really felt Him talking. Really special. I'm going to go and get myself in. It's now gone 4 o'clock, so I need to go and find my bed and get set up and get showered and do my washing and all of the jobs. It's a special, special day. Home for tonight. Albergue San Mateo.